Welcome to my video lessons. Okay, in this video I'm going to explain about the industrial electronics subject. The topic is TRIAC. Right here the main objectives of this video is concept of the TRIAC and constructional details of the TRIAC, VI characteristics of the TRIAC, advantages, disadvantages and applications of the TRIAC, mode of operations of the TRIAC. Okay, before we entering into this topic, just I will recall previous videos, previous session. Right, in that I discussed about the DIAC. Right, DIAC is also one of the thyristor device. It has two terminals, anode and cathode, and it is a bidirectional bidirectional diode. It conducts both the directions. Right, and cross-sectional view also we have seen. It has PN and PN layers and junctions. With PI characteristics of the DIAC, it can conduct in both the ways, bidirectional. So we'll get the characteristics in the forward and the first coordinate and third coordinate. The characteristics are similar to the SCR characteristics, except the gate control. There is no gate. So this DIAC we can call it as a gateless TRIAC. Mainly this TRIAC is used for triggering of the TRIAC. Right, and also in all other circuits, light dimmers, fan speed regulators, temperature controllers, etc. This is briefly about the DIAC. See, what DIAC is a two-terminal device. It is also called gateless TRIAC. Gateless TRIAC. Now, we'll discuss about the TRIAC. TRIAC. The word TRIAC, right? If you split it into two parts, tri and AC. Tri indicates three terminals, and AC it can operate in the AC signal. So here it is a bidirectional triode, bidirectional device. It conducts in both the directions. Current allows the current in both the directions. See here, this TRIAC is also a what is that? TRIAC is also a thyristor family device, right? The basic element of the basic device in the thyristor power electronic device is SCR. This SCR, what is an SCR? Already we discussed in the previous session, previous videos. See, SCR, silicon control rectifier. It is a controlling device used for the switching device, used in AC and DC operations, and the rectifiers controlling the voltages. Mainly it is used. ACR has three terminals: anode, cathode and gate. So this device can be triggered with the gate terminal. Right, and also we discussed about the characteristics of the SCR also. Mainly this SCR can be operated in high voltages, but the drawback, it conducts only in the one direction, that is it is an unidirectional device. SCR is an unidirectional device, conducts only in one condition, right? Another one is it is reverse biased. This is about the SCR. Here this there are few similarities between this TRIAC what we are going to discuss now and the SCR. See, TRIAC is a three-terminal device. SCR is also a three-terminal device, and the terminals of TRIAC are T1, T2, main terminal T1, main terminal T2, and the gate terminal 3. If SCR also has the three terminals: anode, cathode, and gate. See, this the TRIAC is a combination of two SCRs. What is a TRIAC means? It is a three-terminal device. It is a bidirectional device. And how it will be means, TRIAC, it is a combination of two SCRs connected in anti-parallel. Two SCRs connected in anti-parallelly. That combination can be used as can call a TRIAC. It also has three terminals: main terminal 1, main terminal 2, and gate. It conducts in both the ways. It is bidirectional device. It works on the alternating current. The name itself, it is indicating AC, so it works on the alternating current. It is a bidirectional device. In both the directions it can conduct, right? Now see the construction of a triac. Already I said that it has three terminals, T1, T2 gate. If you observe the construction of it, T2 is the top of right. T2 is the terminal connected at the P1 region, T2 main terminal 2, and T1 is see here in P1 there is the depleted region of N4, the N layer, that is indicated with N4. So the T1 T2 terminal is connected with P1 and N4, N4. Now come to this T1 is the terminal connected to P2 region as well as the N2, P2 and N2 main terminal T1, and gate is the terminal connected with N3 and P2. So gate is near to the T1 terminal. If you observe once again, P1 N1 P2, in P1 a small part is depleted with N type semiconductor. So N4 region, N3 and N2 are depleted in P2 regions, N2 and N3. Totally P1 region, N1 region, P2 region, and a small N regions, N2, N3 and N4. This is about the construction of the triac. Three terminals, T2, T1 and gate. T2 is at P1 and N4, and T1 is at N2, P2, connected at N2 and P2, and gate is near to the terminal 1, and it is N3 and P2. You see the connections. This is aluminum metal, we can say, and this is a construction of the triac. And here you can see the symbol of the triac. See, already I said that triac is a combination of two ACRs connected in anti-parallel. If you consider that T2 and a gate T1 ACR, if this is one ACR, this is one these gates are connected together, that means it is two ACRs connected in anti-parallel, correct? This is about the symbol of the triac. And constructional details of the triac already we saw. It is a 4-layer 3-terminal device. 3 terminals are T1, T2 and gate. The terminal T1 makes contact with layer N2 and P2. Already just now we saw. The T1 is contact with layer N2 and P2, and T2 contact with layers P1 and N4 on top, and gate terminal makes contact with layer N3 and P2. And right now we will discuss about the VI characteristics of the triac. VI characteristics gives generally the relationship between the voltage and current of particular device. See, this triac, it is a bidirectional. Triac is a bidirectional device. That means it can operate either with positive or negative control voltage. Over both voltages it can operate. The voltage at which the triac is turned on depends on the gate current. After applying some voltage, it conducts, it comes into the on state. That voltage is depending on the applied gate current. The supply voltage at which the triac is turned on depends on the gate current, right? The gate signal is not applied. If there is no gate signal, means the breakover voltages are VB01, VB02. See, breakover voltage, what is a breakover voltage? Means generally whenever the voltage is applied, the device needs some time. to break the junction of the to break the middle layer junction. That voltage is called breakover voltage, and after that, whenever it reaches that voltage, it comes into the conducting mode, that is on state. See, if the gate signal is not applied, the triac breakover voltages are VB not 1 and VB not 2. This we can see in the characteristics. If gate signal is applied, the breakover voltage reduces. Breakover voltage reduces. See, what it means? If you see the second point, the supply voltage at which the voltage at which the triac is turned on is depending on the gate current. That means the on voltage of the it is depending on, if the gate current is going on increasing, means the voltage required to turn on the SCR is reduces. That means the breakover voltage is reducing. What is breakover voltage? It is the voltage at that particular voltage the junction breaks and the device comes into the on state conducting mode, that is breakover voltage. This breakover is reduces with the applied gate signal. If that gate signal is going on increasing, means this breakover voltage reduces. This you can observe in the characteristics. See, these are the characteristics of the triac. Voltage, current, VI characteristics. See, it is in first coordinate, third coordinate, the characteristics are same. If you observe the characteristics clearly, in the first coordinate, these characteristics are similar to the SCR. Only the difference is SCR conducts only in the one direction. That is the reason the reverse characteristics are different. But triac is a bidirectional device. That is the reason it is conducting in both the ways, and the characteristics are similar in first coordinate and third coordinate. See, this is the breakover voltage VB02, and here is the breakover voltage VB01. Here it is VB01. First consider the first coordinate characteristics. See, when IG0, when the gate current is 0, the breakover voltage is VB02. Now, until the applied voltage reaches to this VB02, the device is in the off state. Though it is in the off state, a small reverse current is small leakage current is flowing. See, these are the characteristics. When T2 is positive with respect to the T1, T2 is positive means that it conducts from the top to bottom, that is P1, N1, P2 and N2. Whether it is N2 or N3 again depends on the gate voltage, positive or negative. Right. When T2 is positive, P1 N1 conducts. Similarly, P2 N2 conducts. P2 N2 forward bias. P1 N1 and P2 N2 are in forward bias. The middle layer is reverse bias. After applying some more voltage, this middle junction breaks. And the current flows from T2 to T1. P1 N1, P2 N2. This is the up to that the device conducts. This is the leakage current, forward leakage current it flows. Whenever this voltage reaches the breakover voltage, the device conducts, and the voltage drop across the device reduces and current rises suddenly. This is about the characteristics of the triac. The similar way in the third coordinate, that means when T2 is positive, the characteristics are in the first coordinate. And if you see this, IG0 is 0 and IG1 IC2, gate current 1 and gate current 2. If the gate current is applied, when the gate current is applied, the breakover voltage reduces. The breakover voltage reduces. That is the reason the voltage at which the device turns on depends on the applied gate current. Depends on the applied gate current. Right. Now similarly, these are the third coordinate. When T2 is positive, when T2 is positive, the same case T2 is negative. These are the characteristics. First coordinate characteristics we will get when T2 is positive. When the third coordinate T2 is negative. When T2 is negative, and here is the breakover voltage 1. Until this voltage, a small leakage current flows. Whenever the voltage reaches this breakover voltage, device turns on. A drop across the voltage reduces, and the current rises. This is about the characteristics of the triac. Here also, when the gate voltage is applying, means the breakover voltage also reduces. First coordinate and third coordinate. These characteristics are similar to the SCR characteristics of the when it is in forward bias. That is the reason. See, what is a triac? Means triac is has two SCRs connected in anti-parallel. So these are the characteristics for one SCR, and these are the characteristics for another SCR. This is about the characteristics of the triac. See, triac is turned on each off cycle by applying a positive or negative to the T2 with respect to terminal T1. For the positive cycle, see, it is operating on the AC. Triac is operating on the AC. Right? For the positive off cycle, these are the characteristics, and for negative off cycle, these are the characteristics. When T2 is the signal is applied at T2 with respect to T1. What are the advantages of the triac? See, triac is a bidirectional. It is triggered by positive and negative polarities voltages. Bidirectional device, positive and negative polarity voltages. It needs only one heat sink. The dissipation of heat is very less, so it needs only one heat sink. Needs single fuse for protection. Much protection is not required. Safe breakdown is possible, so no need of any diode in parallel. So if you observe SCR, it needs some more precautions we need to take, so that is not needed in diode, so no need of the diac. Now come to the disadvantages of the triac. Though it is a bidirectional device, it conducts in both the in both ways, right? The drawback of it is low dV by dt rating. What is dV by dt means? Voltage, the rate of change of voltage with respect to time is this is low in the triac. It has very low dV by dt rating. That is one of the drawback of a triac. And reliability is also less for the diac, and it requires careful consideration as it can be triggered in either direction. Triac is triggering in both the ways, so we need to take more concentration needed for when it is triggering. Careful observations are needed. Okay, now we will see the comparison between the SCR and triac. Now we know with this up to this point we know what is an SCR and what is a triac. See, first, what is an SCR means? SCR is a 4-layer 3-terminal device, and triac is a combination of SCRs connected in anti-parallel. The main difference here is SCR is unidirectional and triac is a bidirectional device. Where it can be, what is SCR is faster and high power. It has high power handling capability. The switching action is very faster, and one more feature of it is it can handle high powers. And come to the triac, it is slow, the switching action is slow, and low power handling capacity. The handling capacity of triac is less compared to the SCR. And now you can see the symbol of it. It has three terminals: anode, cathode, and gate. Now here for the triac also three terminals, T1 and T2 with gate. Right, gate. And these are the comparisons of the triac, SCR and triac. And now come to the triggering modes of the triac. See, triggering. What are the triggering modes of triac? Means it has three terminals: T2, T1, and gate. So here this triac can be triggered in four ways. It can come into the conducting mode in four ways. One is generally T2 is made positive with respect to T1. T2 is made positive with respect to T1, and this device can also operate with gate terminal also. So it can by applying the voltage at T2 and gate, we can operate this triac. So 2 means we will get obviously 4 combinations. What are those combinations and what are those modes? Means for triac there are 4 triggering modes. First one is T2 is positive and gate is positive. When T2 is connected to the positive terminal and gate is also connected to the positive with respect to T1. That is first mode. And the second mode, T2 is positive and gate is negative. T2 is positive, but the gate is connected to the negative terminal. This is mode 2. And mode 3 is T2 is negative but gate is positive. T2 is negative but gate is positive. And fourth one is both are negative. T2 is negative and gate is negative. We will see how the device will operate in all these 4 modes. Right. First one, mode 1. In mode 1, what is mode 1? Mode 1, both are in positive. T2 is positive. T2 connected to the positive terminal, as well as T1 also, gate is also connected to the positive terminal with respect to the T1. You can observe here in this diagram, T2 is positive, that means P1 and N4 is connected to positive, and gate is positive. Generally gate is with N3 and P2. It is positive with respect to T1. That means T1 is connected to the negative. That means when T2 and gate are positives, the junctions P1 and N1, this junction P1 and N1 are forward bias. Junctions P1 and N1 are forward bias, and P2 and N2 are also forward bias. P1 N1, P2 N2. See here gate is positive with respect to the T1. So P1 is with positive connected to positive, P2 is connected to the positive terminal, N2 is connected to the negative terminal. That means when both are positive, T2 and gate are positive, P1 N1 junction is positive or forward bias, P2 N2 junction is also forward bias. This N1 P2 is reverse bias. N1 P2 is reverse bias. N1 P2 is reverse biased. See, P2 N2 is forward bias. This gate current injects sufficient charge carriers into the P2 layers. When this is forward bias, this that means the electrons are moving from P2 to N2. Correct? This it injects charge carriers into the P2 layer. That means this junction breaks. This N1 P2 junction breaks down, the junction breaks, and the current, this device conducts in the first coordinate, and the conduction is from P1 N1 P2 N3, P2 N3. Next, the second mode is T2 is positive but gate is negative. T2 is positive, T2 is positive but gate is negative, gate is negative with respect to T1, with respect to the T1. T2 is positive, T2 is positive. P1 N1 are forward bias, P1 N1 are forward biased, and what are the other junction? When gate is negative, gate is negative, what happens? P2 N2, P2 N2 are also forward bias. See, P2 N2 is forward bias means gate is connected to this T1 terminal is connected to the P2 and N2. That is the reason this junction is also forward bias, and N1 P2 junction is reverse biased. So N1 P2 junction is reverse biased. When T2 is positive and gate is negative, this first junction P1 N1 is forward biased, and this P2 N2 is also forward biased. Only this N1 P2 in the inner region, this is reverse biased, reverse bias, and the gate current flows through P2 to N3 junction, P2 to N3 junction. Gate current is flowing from P2 to N3 junction. Triac conduction current is, that means gate current is P2 to N3. That means the conduction is from P1 N1 P2 N3, P2 N3. This how it is means, when this P2 N2 is forward bias and this N2 layer, N2 injects electrons into the carriers into the N1, carriers into the N1. So this junction breaks, and it starts conducting P1 N1 P2 T2 P2 N2, and the device operates in the first coordinate. Device is operating in the first coordinate. In the first mode also the device is operating in the first coordinate. In the second mode also the device is operating in the first coordinate. That means when T2 is positive, whatever may be the state of the gate, that means it may be either positive or negative, the device is in the operating in the first coordinate. Now what are the characteristics in the first coordinate? Already we discussed. Based on the applied gate voltage, the breakover voltage varies, and the device comes into the conducting state. Current increases. Right. This is about the mode 2 operation. T2 is positive and gate is negative. P1 N1 junctions are forward biased, and P2 N2 are forward biased. P2 N1 is reverse biased. Again the current is from P1 N1. The electrons are moving from P2 to N3, P2 to N3, and this breaks the P1 N2 layer, and the conduction start. And P1 N1 P2 N2 is the conducting mode. Now come to the third one. T2 is negative and gate is positive. When terminal T2 is connected to the negative terminal with respect to T1 and gate is positive. See the connections. T2 is negative, gate is positive. Gate is positive and T2 is negative. Alright. See, when this T2 is negative, gate is positive. T2 is negative. N1 P1 is reverse biased. T2 is negative. That means this junction is in reverse bias. This P1 N1 is in the reverse bias, and gate is positive. Gate is positive. Gate is positive means this P2 NT is also forward bias. Forward bias. This N2 layer injects electrons into the P2 layer. Injects electrons into the P2 layer. Right. When this injects electrons into the P2 layer means this P2N1 junction, initially this whenever this N2 is injecting electrons into the P2 layer, it breaks this reverse bias of the P1N1 junction. It breaks the reverse bias of the P1N1 junction. See here, this N2 layer is injecting electrons into the P2. This injected electrons in the P2, that means more electrons in the P2. This is breaking the N1P1 junction, right? And the current conduction is P2, N1, P1 and N4. P2, N1, P1 and N4. It start conducting, and the device is operating in the which mode? It is in the third coordinate. When T2 is negative and gate is positive, the device is operating in the third coordinate, and the conduction is from P2, N1, P1 and N4. Now come to the fourth one, that is mode 4. T2 is negative and gate is negative. Both are connected to the negative with respect to the T1. See here, T2 is negative and gate is negative with respect to the T1. See, when T2 is negative, what will happen? T2 is negative. This P1 N1 is reverse bias here also, and when gate is negative means N3 is connected to the negative terminal. This is injecting electrons into the P2. This N3 layer is injecting electrons into the P2. So this is breaking the junction of P1 N1. It breaks the P1 N1 junction. That means the current flows through the layers P2 N1 and P1 N4. The same. It is a little bit similar to the mode 3. There N2 layer is injecting the electrons into the P2. These injected electrons are breaking this N1 P1 junction, and the current conduction is P2 N1 to P1 N4. Here in this mode 4, when gate is connected to the negative, N3 layer is injecting electrons into the P2, and this injected electrons in the P2 are breaking the junction P1 and N1, reverse bias P1 N1, and the current conduction is P2 N1 P1 N4, and in this also the device operates in the third coordinate. In this mode, the required gate current is less. To operate this fourth mode, the gate current required is less. Because when gate is connected to the gate is negative, for a small amount of gate current, negative gate, this N3 layer injects the electrons into the P2. That is the reason only a few much less gate current is required. This is about the triac mode of operations. Here triac can be operated in 4 modes with these 2 terminals with T2 and gate. When T2 is positive, it is in first coordinate, and T2 is negative, it operates in the third coordinate. And we will see the what are the applications of the triac. Where this triac can be used means it is speed control of single phase induction motors, speed controlling in the induction motors, and the temperature controller, liquid level, phase control circuits, and illumination level controls. That means mainly this is used for controlling the controlling operations. That means by varying the gate current we can vary this controlling operations. These are the applications of the triac. And power switches also. Okay, with this we finished what is triac, how it is constructed, construction details of the triac, and the VI characteristics of the triac, and mode of operations of the triac. Right, here what is a triac means? Triac is a three terminal bidirectional device. What are those three terminal means? Terminal 1, terminal 2, and gate 3 terminals. And we can say this triac is a combination of two SCRs connected in anti-parallel. It is conducting in both the ways. And how it is operating means it can be operated in 4 mode of operations by applying a voltage at T2 and gate terminals. What are those 4 mode of operations means? T2 positive and gate positive, both are positives. And this is mode 1. What is mode 2 means? In mode 2, T2 is positive and gate is negative. And T2 is positive, whatever may be the gate voltage, either it may be positive or negative. The device is conducting in the first coordinate. Operates in the first coordinate. And mode 3 is T2 negative, gate positive. And mode 4 is T2 is negative, gate is also negative. In these two modes of operations, the device is operating in the third coordinate. This is about the triac. Mainly it is used for applications of controlling circuits, light dimming and temperature controllers, and motor induction motor controlling and like that. Okay, let us have small questions. Right? Which one of the following device formed as combination of two SCRs in anti-parallel? Two SCRs in parallel. A is diac, B triac, C SCR, and GTO SCR. So the answer is triac is a combination of two SCRs connected in anti-parallel. That means the answer is B. Second, which one of the following statement regarding bidirectional triode thyristor triac is true? So for the triac, which one of the statement is true? Low power handling capacity. Option A is low power handling capacity. Option B is high power handling capacity, and C is both and none of the above. Already we know that triac is a low power handling device. So option A is the true statement. The third question is, in a triac, the gate is near the terminal 1. Option A is near the terminal 1. Option B is near the terminal 2. And the option C is can be anywhere, and D is none. So the answer is the gate terminal is near the terminal T1. Right? Fourth one is, which one of the following devices has low power handling capacity? Which one of the following devices has low power handling capacity? Options are A SCR, B triac, C both, and D none. So SCR is a high power handling device. That means B is the right answer. Triac has the low power handling capacity. Next question, which of the following statement is true about triac? And the statements are two SCRs. Option A is two SCRs connected in parallel. B is two SCRs connected in in parallel, option A is two SCRs connected in anti-parallel, option B is two SCRs connected in parallel, and option C is one diode, one SCR connected in parallel, and option D is two diodes connected in anti-parallel. So now what is the question? Which of the following statement is true about triac? What is a triac? Triac is a combination of two SCRs connected in anti-parallel. So A is the answer. Next question. Which of the following modes of triac is forward biased? Following modes of triac is forward biased. Forward biased. First coordinate. What are the mode of operations? Option A is modes 1 and 2. Option B is modes 1 and 3. Option C is modes 2 and 3. And option D is modes 3 and 4. So what is the answer? In the for triac in forward bias is for the modes mod 1 and 2. Okay, what are the frequently asked questions from this topic, what we discussed in today's session? Right, what are the questions we will expect means draw and explain the VI characteristics of the triac, draw the symbol and explain constructional details of the triac, and explain any four applications of the triac, advantages and disadvantages, and triggering modes of the triac. These are the expected questions from this topic. See here, that means this VI characteristics and construction details of triac and mode of operations we can expect in long answers, and these applications and disadvantages, what is the symbol and construction, again we can expect in the short answers also. Okay, that means in detail in today's class we discussed about the triac, what is a triac, or how it is, and that means what is the construction of the triac and the function of the triac, that means the characteristics and mode of operations of the triac. Okay, now I am going to end my session with this. Okay, thank you.